So here is the best laptop deal that you can find in the US market right now. I am talking about Acer Swift 3, a thin and light laptop that typically goes for $750. But at the time of making this video, it is selling on Amazon for only $599. If you have been looking for a thin and light laptop, should you pull the trigger on Acer Swift 3? Let's find out. A typical $599 laptop will come with middle of the road specs, but not Acer Swift 3. It's rocking an 8-core 16-thread Ryzen 7 5700U processor. Until we start seeing the 12th generation Intel Alder Lake U series CPUs in mid-tier laptops, Ryzen 7 5700U will remain the best CPU for thin and light laptops in this price range. It has a base clock speed of 1.8 GHz and a max boost clock speed of 4.3 GHz. So here is a chart showing the single and multi-core performance of this chip compared to Apple's M1 Silicon. Ryzen 7 5700U beats Apple's M1 chip by 23% in multi-core benchmark, but it loses by 18% in single-core benchmark. So that means you should have no trouble running any application on this laptop. So whether it's casual internet surfing or gaming, or whether you are running productivity apps for word processing, emailing, spreadsheets, or running intense applications like video editing and Photoshop, Acer Swift 3 will breeze through all these tasks without issue. When I ran popular video editing software DaVinci Resolve 17.2 on this laptop, it handled my 4K footage from Sony a6400 camera without any problems. Now the onboard 8GB LPDDR4 RAM is unfortunately soldered to the motherboard and cannot be upgraded, but at least the 512GB NVMe SSD storage is user upgradable. Overall, for the price, I'm very impressed with the hardware specs on Acer Swift 3. Let's talk about the display. So you're getting a 14-inch 1080p screen. It's an LED backlit IPS display with 100% sRGB color gamut. So that's quite impressive. I love the thin bezels on this laptop, giving it a screen to body ratio of around 85%. The peak brightness is an impressive 300 nits, which trumps most other Windows laptop in this price range. Now let's talk about the build quality. So Acer Swift 3's top and bottom half are made from aluminum, while the palm rest and keyboard deck are made from magnesium aluminum alloy. The chassis feels very solid compared to the typical polycarbonate and ABS plastic laptops that you will find in this price range. Let's talk about the keyboard. So the keyboard has silver keys with white backlighting that looks cool, but it's barely visible during daytime. Honestly, I would have preferred a darker keyboard with white lettering because it provides much better contrast. Now, since this is a thin and light laptop, the keyboard offers a shallow travel distance, but at least the individual keys don't feel mushy and they provide decent actuation force. Overall, the typing experience is above average, I would say. Nothing is spectacular, but it gets the job done. You also get a fingerprint reader under the arrow key for passwordless login, which I always appreciate. Let's talk about the touchpad. So it's made from plastic and it measures 4.2 by 2.6 inches. It does support all Windows gestures. And by the way, you can upgrade the operating system on this laptop to Windows 11 for free. You will not have any issues because this laptop comes with the TPM chip that is needed for Windows 11. But the best thing about this laptop is how light it feels when you are holding it in your hands. Acer has packed so much horsepower in such a thin and light laptop design. I find it very impressive. Acer Swift 3 comes with a 3-cell 48 Wh battery. In the past, Ryzen-based laptops used to trail behind their Intel counterparts in battery life, but that's no longer the case anymore. So this laptop has consistently delivered me around 9 hours of battery life during typical day-to-day usage. The included 65-watt barrel port AC adapter supports fast charging and it can juice up the laptop from 0 to 40% in under 30 minutes. So that's pretty good. By the way, you can also charge this laptop via the USB Type-C port. Now regarding the thermal heat dissipation, Acer Swift 3 is using a unified copper heat pipe and a fan assembly to keep both the CPU and the integrated GPU cool. The fans are relatively quiet, and even when you are pushing the laptop at full throttle when the fans are spinning at full speed, they are barely audible. So for a thin and light laptop, Acer Swift 3 offers a pretty good selection of ports. There is a USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type-C port which supports data, power delivery and display port. But this is not a Thunderbolt port, so that really sucks. In 2022, I would assume all laptops would have Thunderbolt port, but this one does not. Now, one good thing about this laptop is that you can hook this laptop to two external monitors via the USB Type-C to HDMI dongle and using the second HDMI port. Now, in addition to all these ports, you are also getting two USB 3.2 Gen 1 Type A port and you also get a headphone jack. There is full support for latest Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.2 wireless standard. Okay, now let's talk about the speakers. So you're getting typical laptop speakers, nothing fancy, even though Acer is claiming Dolby DTS audio support, but don't fall for all that hype. These laptops, they sound just like, any typical Windows laptop. Let's talk about the webcam. So Swift 3 comes with a 720p webcam mounted at the center of the top bezel. The quality of these webcams are mediocre at best. They're fine for making Zoom video calls, but guys, it's 2022. I think it's time to put a 1080p webcam in every Windows laptop. I don't understand why these OEMs and all these laptop makers, they continue to give us a potato 720p webcam. I'm not a fan of this. So my recommendation would be to get a 1080p external USB webcam and use that for making conference calls or if you plan to do any kind of streaming. Now, these webcams are not expensive. For under 50 bucks, you can get a really high quality 1080p USB webcam, and that will be more than enough for doing your Zoom calls and also for typical streaming if you are streaming on Twitch or YouTube. So I have put links to some of my favorite budget USB webcams in the video description below. You guys can check out the links. So here is the bottom line. Considering that Acer Swift 3 costs only $599 and it comes with 8GB of system RAM, 512GB of PCIe NVMe SSD, it comes with 8-core 16-thread monster processor that goes toe-to-toe with Apple's M1 Silicon. I think in my opinion, this is one of the best mid-tier Windows laptop that you can buy right now. You are getting a solid build quality, you are getting wide selection of ports, you are getting a built-in fingerprint sensor, you are getting kick-ass performance, long battery life and a thin and light design. But if you are looking for a thin and light 2-in-1 touchscreen laptop that supports an active stylus pen, then check out this video over here. In this video, I list my top 5 favorite 2-in-1 laptops. So you will find this video very useful. Go ahead and watch this video and I will see you guys over there. Bye.